Hello everybody, Rondo here from Bojin Gamer. Yeah, so a little bit of a different setup here. Also I shaved and Jesus, wow. This is what I looked in my army days, not too many years ago. God, I look fat. But it's that tanker body, that's what it is. I'll just keep telling myself that. Anyways, so welcome to our channel. As you guys, if you guys have been following, our schedule's been a little out of whack. Just a lot of things happening. Some pet emergencies last week. Not with our cats, but we had some rescues that we had to take care of. And then just work with Yulia. And then I got sick earlier this week. And I was fairly certain. Oh man, you guys are just watching me stream this. How silly. Well, there you go. There's my stream setup. So let's go ahead and move this, shall we? You can see I'm watching some postscriptum videos here. Okay. Anyways, see, for reals, this is 100% like real for you guys. Don't eat the cables. Oh, the bug next to the cable. You can fight him. Anyway, so yeah, it's been kind of busy, kind of crazy. But we're trying to make it work. We're trying to get back to our path to affiliate because we're well over the followers and we're getting there with the concurrent viewers. So every little bit helps, and I really love doing this. And Yulia really misses streaming Skyrim for all of you guys. She really, really misses Skyrim. Let me move this over a little bit so I'm not in the way of the cat camera, even though they're not in the camera. So without further ado, let's go ahead and finish some Metal Gear Solid 2, and I can chat about this the rest of the time. So I'm running this off of PCS X2 PlayStation 2 emulator. I own all of these games, but I only have a PS4, and so I can't play my old PS2 and PS3 games on it. So this is the next best thing, but I still have all of them, lots of them signed and stuff, and special editions and a signed poster from Hideo Kojima. So I own these. And that's all I need to say about that. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Let's get that. Oh, so good, so good, so good. Oh, so good. What is your secret? Ugh. Man, that's like my childhood. The sound of PS2 loading screens, just... That's everything from Metal Gear Solid to Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2. I definitely 10-2. And Metal Gear Solid 3, and just name a bunch of other games on that system, and there's just a lot of them. Even some that, I was a big military guy, so SOCOM. Oof. Man, I miss SOCOM. I wish SOCOM would come back. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into this. So we are at the final battle. We just... Spoiler alert for a game that's 20 years old. We just finished fighting the 25 Metal Gear Rays or whatever, and Olga just got shot in the face. And Snake just got captured, so here we are. Okay. And now it's time for Solidus' plan to be revealed. So let's go ahead and switch this on over to the next screen, shall we? Okay.
Are you awake yet, Jack?
No chat.
GW, the Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair. I admit that I underestimated you.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
I'll squeeze the answers out of you instead,
okay,
my son!
Oh boy. Don't die, don't die. Oh my god, he's really squeezing, doesn't he? Oh my god, Raiden, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Oh Jesus, oh my god. Cat, no, not now! Cat, now is a terrible time for this. Oh my god, is he gonna kill me? Jesus.
What do you hope to hear? You know he doesn't know anything.
It's not him I want the answers from.
Jesus, I almost died. Come on, Raiden, don't be a bee. You
what
can do
do
it.
you mean?
What do you mean?
That's not your business.
I still don't know what... Really, Cat?
Oh, really? It so happens I have some business of my own to attend to.
Really, buddy?
Planning to hijack Arsenal?
Huh?
You were going to screw me over, weren't you?
Who talked? Ocelot?
Ocelot.
Not exactly.
Don't touch the keyboard, buddy,
I
please.
was the one who used Ocelot to suggest the idea to you in the first place.
I don't know still what's up with the audio.
What?
I was planning to give you Arsenal to begin with.
Why it just loves to slow
Why
down
the
at certain
uncharacteristic generosity?
instances.
I'm no philanthropist. Arsenal is far from impregnable. It needs other Metal Gears as guards, a huge payload of warheads, and full air, sea, and land support to function efficiently. Against a large attack force without support,
Oh my god.
Arsenal is nothing more than a gigantic coffin. Seizing Arsenal gear was never
really?
the real objective.
Gigantic
What
coffin.
was your objective
Okay, sure.
then?
A list of names of the Patriots.
Ugh. The lale lule lo.
They were planning to extend their control to digital information flow with GW and Arsenal. That means the information they want to filter out is contained in GW, including that list of the highest 12 members of the Patriots Wiseman's Committee.
And once you knew who they were, you would cross out their names one by one, while we, with our useless arsenal, drew their fire.
Very good.
Wow, you almost
You were
ended my
using us
stream,
all
buddy.
along.
Jeez.
Were you any different?
Like
But your
straight up-
plans hit a snag with GW destroyed, hasn't it?
No, there is another way.
Really. But we have our own plans to carry out. We'll take the arsenal since you don't care for it anyway. The purified hydrogen bomb is ready to go.
A nuclear strike won't stop them.
Like it's if like a scene
Damage their
drags
power
on too
source.
long, it just like doesn't like the
The
audio
mindless masses that they control. First things first.
Of course. That was what you wanted. I won't stop you. Good luck.
Thanks, but I have quite enough of that.
That makes Ocelots laugh even more like evil.
What exactly do you find so funny?
Wow, this cutscene's filled with this like really slowed down audio.
Charades usually are humorous.
I said that without moving my mouth.
I wouldn't have minded watching some more of it, but we're running a little short on time.
What are you talking about?
Everything you've done here has been scripted, a little exercise set up by us.
Exercise?
The S3 plan was conceived as a means to reduce soldiers on par with Solid Snake. That's what I told you. But the VR training the boy was put through is not the meat of the project. You think this little terrorist incident is your own doing, Solidus? This is the S3 training kernel.
They played him like a
An
damn
orchestrated
fiddle.
recreation of Shadow Moses.
What?
Ames and the president's deaths. The ninja. The computer virus that mimics Foxdie. Did you really think they were all a coincidence? Ames' own nanomachines were used to shut down his pacemaker. I arranged for the appearance of the ninja as well.
Sorry, like I said, I got sick, and here in Korea,
As
that's
for
still
the
a
president,
big deal. Like,
although
if
Johnson
you show any
realized
COVID
what was
symptoms,
going
like,
on,
you can't
he
get treatment
played
or
out
anything
his
until you go
allotted
get a COVID
part.
test, and that's a
As for the
like an
computer
18-hour
virus, it's a
turn back,
digital
like, return,
counterpart
so-
of Foxdie.
So it took a while.
It was also
and finally I
designed
got
to
around
eliminate
it.
every
Like, I
scrap
got my
of
results,
information
got my
regarding the
medicine.
Patriots from GW.
Now, poor Yuli's
Your
also
plan
sick,
was
coward.
invalidated even before execution, Solidus.
And I guarantee me talking over that, you didn't miss
Fat
anything.
Man was a different story. He's one of our own people. A sort of examiner we hired to test the boy's progress before letting him tackle the exercise proper. We had to arrange for Stillman's presence to coax the maniac into agreeing. If the boy had allowed the big shell to be destroyed, this exercise would have ended there. The project has no room for failures.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Given
What
the
say
right
you?
situation, the right story, anyone can be shaped into Snake. Even rookies can fight like men of experience. An instant creation of genius.
Genius.
And this training kernel would provide more than enough data to formulate such a program. You, Dead Cell, Olga, you're all nothing but pawns placed to create the perfect simulation. Solidus, you and the boy were selected because your relationship resembles the one between Snake and Big Boss. Fortune, you and the
And
rest of
Liquid and
Dead
Big
Cell
Boss,
stand
too.
in for the Foxhound squad that Snake took on
Maybe
in
even
Shadow
more so.
Moses. You're the most impressive collection of freaks outside of Foxhound. We've gone to a lot of trouble to set you up against the boy. That story about purified hydrogen bombs is just the tip of the iceberg. The project was already underway when I sunk that tanker, along with your old man 2 years ago. Throwing your husband in the brig was a part of it too. You were told that the eradication of Dead Cell 6 months ago was an act of the Patriots. We provoked and encouraged your hatred. And you opted for vengeance, just as we planned.
All orchestrated?
Except for the appearance of the real Solid Snake. I wonder now who sent for you.
All
Solid
our
Snake.
misfortune was
Works for no man.
just a part of their project?
And he hit her. I like how he just like puts a round right through her, like without hesitation or anything.
How could...
You're no Lady Luck. You have nothing that we didn't give you.
Damn.
What?
Time to talk about
Do
nanomachines
you even
again.
know why no bullet could hit you? It wasn't magic, or some new age mumbo-jumbo. Certainly wasn't your psychic talents. It was all staged by the Patriots.
Staged?
You were being shielded by the electromagnetic weapons technology that the Patriots developed. Your Dead Cell comrades loved your father and husband. We needed a pathetic wretch like you to keep them focused.
Dang.
You've been our
Careful where you
puppet
jump.
all along, just like Olga.
Baby.
No!
You were hamming it up as the tragic heroine, thanks to the script that the Patriots wrote for you. Pure self-indulgence, absorbed in your own misfortune.
The cat.
You couldn't get enough of the drama.
Oh, that saxophone.
I could have died whenever I wanted to.
I mean, did she ever try killing herself? Like,
Thought I got her in the heart.
It missed.
It missed. I just ignored everything he just said.
Now I remember. Your heart's on the right.
or whatever. Because you're a freak.
Waste of metal, my dear. Was your luck's run out?
That weird audio again. I hope it's not the same with Metal
This
Solid
is
3.
the
We
little
gotta figure that out.
gizmo. There's no such thing as miracles or the supernatural. Only cutting-edge technology.
Bastard.
I always remember that little spit of blood. landing.
Enough data. All I have to do is retrieve Arsenal and clean up the refuse from the exercise.
It's so silly.
Just try.
Let me try my ninja swords. So dramatic. I love it.
How's this then?
Damn.
I got that she's still somehow a tragic, like, kind of a tragic,
Fortune!
villain.
You idiot! Get the hell away from there!
I told you, your luck's run out. Take your reward. It's all the payload Ray has. Die!
Pretty cool.
Everybody down!
What the? Impossible!
Very cool. Oh, Metal Gear, always mixing the supernatural with everything else. With techno garble.
My name is Helena Dolph Jackson,
That saxophone.
the daughter of a proud and noble soldier.
Marine.
I can see my family again.
Well, good thing it was literally all the payload Ray has.
Damn!
Damn. I wasted all my missiles.
Try this instead.
Water cannon, right?
No! 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 No, not now!
Right on time.
quack, quack, quack.
I've been waiting for this!
Oh, his skin changed too.
It
That's
can't
what's
be.
in the game. Flashback.
I've been inside this arm all along, waiting for the right time to awaken.
You were inside Ocelot?
Yes, a sleeper in the arm of a Patriot spy.
It was you 2 years ago?
Exactly. I was controlling him.
Okay. Keep watching. I'll be right
Snake,
back.
it was
It's
I
time
that
for
leaked
the-
information about
for the
Arsenal to your
cats.
partner and got
Midnight
you out
snack,
here.
So before they start, just
You're the
constantly
only
crying.
one that can free me. After
Be right
all,
back. Keep watching. Fish,
I'm off to
fishy.
bury the Patriots for good.
You know where they are? How?
Why do you think I chose Ocelot as my host? But before I go, I have a family matter to settle with both of you. There's room for only one Snake and one big boss. Time to say goodbye!
Damn!
Surfing. It's a good way to go.
There we go. Oh, Snake's awesome. Breaking his handcuffs.
Liquid! Stop this thing!
Hey, Snake! You coming?
Chasing that. What a mad lad. So, fun fact, I know Metal Gear fans will probably know, but for those who don't, so this game came out right before, or it was going to come out right before the 9/11 terrorist attack, so right around the same time. So after that happened, Kojima actually changed this part of the game because it was supposed to, like, crash into that part of the city, essentially. But they changed it to where, like, they kind of cut all that out so you don't really see it crash into the city. So that's why you see this, and then kind of, like, plain sound, and then you end up on top of it, right? So wherever they end up, I'm not familiar with here in California, so where they end up on top of the building, with a big old statue George Washington outside. So, like this, so they cut through the city time for final battle. Let's see if I remember how to fight this. I think just run, hit, and then just run. Like most fights. Although if I do recall correctly, Vamps is like
Federal
the
Hall.
hardest. Yeah, Federal Hall.
What are you laughing at?
Do you know what day it is today?
Why does everybody keep asking me that?
April 30th?
That's right. George Washington took office as the first president of the United States of America 200 years ago today. And it happened right here. We were going to declare another independence, the dawn of a new nation, here. The end of the Patriots' secret rule, liberation of this country. This was where it was supposed to begin. This is where freedom could have been born.
All you want is power at any cost.
Jack,
If it costs.
it's not power I want. What I wanted to take back from the Patriots are things like freedom, civil rights, opportunities. The founding principles of this country. Everything that's about to be wiped out by their digital censorship. Jack, listen to me. We're all born with an expiration date. No one lasts forever. Life is nothing but a grace period for turning the best of our genetic material into the next generation. The data of life is transferred from parent to child. That's how it works.
That's how it works.
But we have no heirs, no legacy. We brothers are called les enfants terribles. Cloned from our father, with the ability to reproduce conveniently engineered out. What is our legacy if we cannot pass the torch? Proof of our existence, a mark of some sort. When the torch is passed on from parent to child, it extends beyond DNA. Information is imparted as well.
Not water. I'm real confused.
All I want is to be remembered by other people, by history. The Patriots are trying to protect their power, their own interests, by controlling the digital flow of information. I want my memory, my existence to remain. Unlike an intron of history, I will be remembered as an exon. That will be my legacy, my mark in history. But the Patriots would deny us even that. I will triumph over the Patriots and liberate us all, and we will become the Sons of Liberty!
No, he's got a point. And then this is like...
Raiden, are you receiving? We're still here.
How's that possible? The AI was destroyed.
Only GW.
Who are you?
To begin with, we're not what you'd call human. Over the past 200
Such a
years, a
great
kind of
art.
consciousness formed layer by layer in the crucible of the White House. It's not unlike the way life started in the oceans 4 billion years ago. The White House was our primordial soup, a base of evolution. We are formless. We are the very discipline and morality that Americans invoke so often. How can anyone hope to eliminate us? As long as this nation exists, so will we.
Cut the crap! If you're immortal, why would you take away individual freedoms and censor the net?
Jack, don't be silly.
Don't you know that our plans have your interests, not ours, in mind?
What?
Jack, listen carefully, like a good boy.
The mapping of the human genome was completed early this century. As a result, the evolutionary log of the human race lay open to us.
We started with genetic engineering, and in the end, we succeeded in digitizing life itself.
But there are things not covered by genetic information.
What do you mean?
Human memories, ideas, culture, history.
Genes don't contain any record of human history.
Is it something that should not be passed on? Should that information be left at the mercy of nature?
We've always kept records of our lives, through words, pictures, symbols, from tablets to books.
But not all the information was inherited by later generations. A small percentage of the whole was selected and processed, then passed on. Not unlike genes, really.
That's what history is, Jack.
But in the current digitized world, trivial information is accumulating every second, preserved in all its triteness.
Like
never
every Twitter
fading,
post.
always accessible.
Rumors about petty issues, misinterpretations, slander.
All
Twitter.
this junk data, preserved in an unfiltered state, growing at an alarming rate.
It will only slow down social progress, reduce the rate of evolution.
Raiden, you seem to think that our plan is one of censorship.
Are you telling me it's not?
You're being silly. What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
create context.
The digital
Always
society furthers
exasperated
human
sounding.
flaws and selectively rewards development of convenient half-truths. Just look at the strange juxtapositions of morality around you.
Billions spent on new weapons in order to humanely murder other humans.
Rights of criminals are given more respect than the privacy of their victims.
Although there are people suffering in poverty, huge donations are made to protect endangered species. Everyone grows up being told the same thing.
Be nice to other people.
But beat out the competition.
You're special. Believe in yourself and you will succeed.
But it's obvious from the start that only a few can succeed.
You exercise your right to freedom, and this is the result. All rhetoric to avoid conflict and protect each other from hurt. The untested truths, spun by different interests, continue to churn and accumulate in the sandbox of political correctness and value systems.
Everyone withdraws into their own small gated community,
years,
afraid of a
20
larger
years ahead of
forum. They stay inside their little ponds, leaking whatever truth suits them into the growing cesspool of society at large.
The different cardinal truths neither clash nor mesh. No one is invalidated, but nobody is right.
Not even natural selection can take place here. The world is being engulfed in truth.
And this is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper.
We're trying to stop that from happening.
It's our responsibility as rulers. Just as in genetics, unnecessary information and memory must be filtered out to stimulate the evolution of the species.
And you think you're qualified to decide what's necessary and not?
Absolutely. Who else could wade through the sea of garbage you produce,
Except for an
retrieve
AI,
valuable
right?
truths, and even interpret their meaning for later generations?
That's what it means to create context.
I'll decide for myself what to believe and what to pass on.
But is that even your own idea?
Or something Snake told you.
That's the proof of your incompetence right there. You lack the qualifications to exercise free will.
That's not true. I have the right.
Does something like a self exist inside of you?
That which you call self serves as nothing more than a mask to cover your own being.
In this era of ready-made truths, self is just something used to preserve those positive emotions that you occasionally feel.
Another possibility is that self is a concept you conveniently borrowed under the logic that would endow you with some sense of strength.
That's crap!
Is it? Would you prefer that someone else tell you? All right then. Explain it to him.
Jack, you're simply the best, and you got there all by yourself.
Oh, what happened? Do you feel lost? Why not try a bit of soul searching?
Mean, man.
Don't think you'll find anything, though.
Ironic that although self is something that you yourself fashioned, every time something goes wrong, you turn around and place the blame on something else.
It's not my fault. It's not your fault.
In denial, you simply resort to looking for another, more convenient truth in order to make yourself feel better.
Leaving behind in an instant the so-called truth you once embraced.
Should someone like that be able to decide what is truth?
Should someone like you even have the right to decide?
You've done nothing but abuse your freedom.
You don't deserve to be free.
We're not the ones smothering the world. You are.
It's like a really
The individual
hard script, but
is
it's got
supposed
some
to be
really
weak, but
interesting,
far
like,
from powerless.
points in
A
it.
single
Like,
person has the
there's a
potential
couple
to
videos on
ruin the
YouTube
world.
that do
And the
video
age of
essays
digitized
specifically at this and,
communication
like, what it
has
means
given even
almost 20
more
years
power
later.
to the individual. Too much power for an
And that,
immature
like,
species.
It's
Building a
very-
legacy involves figuring out what is wanted and what
they did
needs
quite
to
a
be
good
done
job
for
of
that
predicting
goal.
what the internet
All
would do
this
in
you
terms
used
of
to struggle
information
with.
culture.
Now
Of
we
it.
think for you.
We are your guardians, after all.
You want to control human thought? Human behavior?
Of course. Anything can be quantified nowadays. That's what this exercise was designed to prove.
You fell in love with me just as you were meant to, after all. Isn't that right, Jack?
Ocelot was not told the whole truth, to say the least.
We rule an entire nation. Of what interest would a single soldier, no matter how able, be to us?
The S3 plan does not stand for
And for
solid snake simulation. What it does stand for is selection for societal sanity.
Of course.
The S3 is a system for controlling human will and consciousness.
Inside of another simulation.
S3 is not you, a soldier trained in the image of Solid Snake. It is a method, a protocol that created a circumstance that made you what you are.
So you see, we're the S3, not you.
What you experienced was the final test of its effectiveness.
That's crazy.
You heard what President Johnson said.
The Arsenal's GW system is the key to their supremacy.
The objective of this exercise was to establish such a method. We used Shadow Moses as a paradigm for the exercise.
I wonder if you would have preferred a fantasy setting.
We chose that backdrop because of its extreme circumstances. It was an optimal test for S3's crisis management capacity. If the model could trigger, control, and solve this, it would be ready for any contingency. And now, we have our proof.
Dang. Evil.
Raiden, there are also reasons behind your selection. Solidus raised plenty of other child soldiers. Do you know why we chose you over them? It was because you were the only one who refused to acknowledge the past. All the others remember what they were and pay for it daily.
But you turn your back on everything you don't like. You do whatever you like, see only the things you like, and for yourself alone.
Yes, Rose can attest to that.
You refused to see me for what I was. I lied to you, but I wanted to be caught. You pretended to be understanding, to be a gentleman. You never made a conscious attempt to reach out to me. The only time you did was when I gave you no choice but to do so.
I was just trying not to.
What? Trying not to hurt me? Dear, the one you were trying not to hurt was yourself. Avoiding the truth under the guise of kindness is all that you did. It occurred to you to do nothing but look out for yourself. Even if you claim that it was for my sake, that feeling was nowhere to be seen. In the end, everything was for your sake. I was never part of the picture.
Exactly right. So you see, you're a perfect representative of the masses we need to protect. This is why we chose you.
Jeez.
You accepted the fiction we've provided, obeyed our orders, and did everything you were told to. The exercise is a resounding success.
Didn't I tell you that GW was still incomplete? But not anymore, thanks to you.
Your persona, experiences, triumphs, and defeats are nothing but byproducts. The real objective was ensuring that we could generate and manipulate them. It's taken a lot of time and money, but it was well worth it considering the results.
So sinister.
I
that
think
it's
that's
literally
enough
just
talk.
Like data manipulation.
It's time
That's
for
like
the
whole
final
thing.
exercise.
They don't care about anything
Raiden,
else.
take Solidus down.
Think again. I'm through doing what I'm told.
Oh, really? Aren't you forgetting something?
If you die, my child dies.
The termination of vital signals from your nanomachines means the death of Olga's child. Not to mention the death of Rose. She's wired the same way.
Rose, does she actually exist?
Of course I do, Jack. You have to believe me.
Damn!
It will be a fight to the death.
Solidus at least wants you dead.
We will collect the necessary data from this last fight. Then we'll consider the exercise closed. So,
crazy.
Jack the Ripper, will it be Solidus, the Patriot's creation, or you, Solidus's creation? Our beloved monsters, enjoy yourselves.
Alright. Maybe we'll finally play after 40 minutes of cutscenes so
Jack.
far. Hey, you're watching a Metal Gear stream. You knew what you were getting
My clone
into.
brothers and I are called monsters, replicates of evil genes. You are one of a kind, but still a monster, shaped by a dark and secret history. We need to decide which monstrosity will have the privilege of survival.
Alright, old Snake. Which is actually Metal Gear Solid 4 Snake.
By the way, Jack, I was the one who killed your parents.
Just to throw that in. Just to throw one more insult.
I claimed you for my own and raised you as a soldier in the army of the devil. I am your foster father and your worst enemy.
Why?
Because I needed to know whether we were really someone else's creation. We're repeating history, Jack. Liquid and Solid hunted down Big Boss, trying to sever the tie that bound them to him. Unless you kill me and face your past, Jack, you will never escape. You'll stay in the endless loop, your own double helix.
Sure, DNA reference. Because it's Metal Gear Solid, why wouldn't it be?
It's time we were both free.
Alrighty. Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins.
I have other reasons for wanting you dead. The clues to the Patriots inside GW have been erased, but there are other traces. Inside you. What? The information is being carried by the nanomachines in your cerebral cortex and throughout the neural network they formed.
And a samurai battle on top of Federal. And
brace yourself.
See how many times I die.
What's wrong with you?
That didn't work. Oh, God damn it.
What's wrong with you?
Some bullshit. So that was some bullshit. Fuck you, Solidus. God damn it. Oh, no one hit. There we go. Hey, grab your ration. Fuck you. Need to remember to hit him next time. Oh crap, I forgot about that. Oh, Raiden, hit him! None of that other bullshit. Okay, I need maybe a ration. Not yet.
Let's go. Is that the best you could do?
Wow, fuck you. Ah, crap.
What's wrong with you?
Surgical strikes. No, god damn it. Shit, I hate you.
What's wrong with you?
Fuck you, Solidus. Go the other way. There we go.
Good work, Jack. But this is where it gets interesting.
Oh boy, here it is. When he just starts flying around like crazy. Yeah, somebody just starts flying around like crazy. God damn it. Fuck. We'll listen to what the radio has to say. Come on, you told me. Oh, was I just late, I guess?
Right. Take Solidus down. Think about Olga's child and your Rosemary. You must win.
Just in case you forgot about that. God damn it. Raiden. I don't want to. Damn it. Lateral hits, buddy, not the...
Over here! Take this!
Okay, we're getting there, we're getting there. Fuck, I ran it.
Over here!
Ah, fuck.
Is that the best you can do?
Oh, shit.
Take this! Over here! Is that the best you can
God
do?
damn it, I keep landing.
Over here!
Fuck, okay. Run, die.
Over here!
Oh, shit. Okay, come on, come on, buddy. Let's do this.
Over here!
Oh, fuck, that wasn't fast enough. You piece of shit, it's all this. God damn it. Shit,
What's wrong with you?
Stab, Raiden, you cancer. God. Oh. Sometimes these controls, man, I'm like, stab him and he's so... I don't want to stab. So much DualShock 4, whatever it is, 4. But I was using the non-lethal side. God, that's a lot of blood. Anime blood right there. So I hope you guys enjoyed 40 minutes of cutscene for 9 minutes of gameplay. And if I was a really good Metal Gear Solid player, it would have been way less than 9 minutes. Poor Solidus. Like, he had a point, too. Just wasn't, it wasn't his game, man. Sucks for Solidus. Like, he had a point. He was just trying to escape the Patriots. This wasn't time yet, man. The circumstances weren't set up. They weren't ready for it. Starline 3, my favorite of the games. I'm excited for that. I haven't played that game in a long time. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. No. For a boat having just crashed through half of New York, like there's like nobody around, which is strange. Although now it's like people are running around and shit to like, yeah, police and everything. And ignore the man with the samurai suit.
Who am I really? No one quite knows who or what they are.
And ignore the guy with the
memories you have and the role you were assigned are burdens you had to carry. It doesn't matter if they were real or not. That's never the point. There's no such thing in the world as absolute reality. Most of what they call real is actually fiction.
Try that on for size.
What you think you see is only as real as your brain tells you it is.
Then, what am I supposed to believe in? What am I going to leave behind when I'm through?
We can tell other people about having faith. What we had faith in. What we found important enough to fight for. It's not whether you were right or wrong, but how much faith you were willing to have. That decides the future. The Patriots are a kind of ongoing fiction too, come to think of it. Listen, don't obsess over words so much. Find the meaning behind the words, then decide. You can find your own name. And your own future.
Decide for myself?
And whatever you choose will be you.
I don't know if I can.
I know you didn't have much in terms of choices this time. But everything you felt, thought about during this mission is yours. And what you decide to do with them is your choice.
Like I was like, here's some pictures of like people walking around in ambulances
a new
and stuff.
name, new memories.
You know, there's an emergency going on.
Choose your own legacy. It's for you to decide. It's up to you.
Once again, maybe they toned it down because of 9/11, so like, let's cut out all the firefighters and police and everything. Like,
by the way, what is that?
Dog tags.
Dog.
Anyone you know?
No, never heard the name before. I'll pick my own name, and my own life. I'll find something worth passing on.
Let's hit the police in the head with all. Oh god, just throwing stuff.
They taught me some good things, too.
I know. We've inherited freedom from all those who fought for it. We all have the freedom to spread the word. Even me.
Snake, what about Olga's child?
Don't worry. I'll find him. Count on it. As long as you keep yourself alive, he's safe.
Do you know where Liquid went?
I put a transmitter on his ray.
Did he head for the Patriots?
Yeah, but I have a feeling they gave Ocelot a bogus location to begin with. Cheer up. We have a better lead. This contains the list of all the Patriots.
But Ocelot took it.
The one we gave you wasn't the real thing.
What?
This virus is coded to destroy only a specific part of GW, namely the information about the Patriots' identity. Which means that there's a parameter coded in here that defines what that information is.
Exactly what Solidus.
I get it. Analyze the code and you can probably find out where they operate. Count me in.
No, you have things to do first.
See.
And people you need to talk to.
She's right behind me, isn't she? body armor and a samurai and a katana on his back. I like how stiff she is. And I forget, like, still, like, where it turned off from, like, being real Rose to not real Rose.
Snake?
Don't worry, kid.
What's wrong?
Years.
Nothing. Can I ask you something? Who am I, really?
I wouldn't know. But we're going to find out together, aren't we?
Oh. Yeah.
Us and our PS2 pixelated faces, but much better looking than PS1 faces. Baby, don't knock the hard drive down.
See me for what I am, okay?
I know.
What a pose, buddy. Oh yeah, there's still more talking.
Do you remember this place?
Of course.
Of course.
This is where we first met. I remember now.
Hmm?
Today is the day I met you.
That's it.
Some soft piano music. At a bar as they talk it over with his katana on his back. But you know who's gonna argue with the man with body armor and a katana?
I think I found something to pass along to the future.
What?
He said all living things want their genes to live on.
Are you talking about the baby?
Yeah. The genes aren't the only thing you pass on. There are too many things that aren't written into our DNA. It's up to us to teach that to our children.
What like an inspirational message after you just slice the guy in half with a samurai
our
sword.
ideas,
Like, let's
our
talk
culture,
about passing the best thing
poetry,
aspects of culture to
compassion,
children in the future.
sorrow, joy. We'll tell them everything
Like the
together.
emotional whiplash, man.
Is that a proposal?
This is for your ears only.
It's like very classic Kojima, like it's this like whiplash of tones, but somehow it still works in this like very camp world and take on like nuclear proliferation, like that he's written on. Like it's such a mess, but I love it.
I stare at the
David Hayter.
stars and the
I got a picture of the cat.
up above and think, what am I made of? Am I full of sorrow? Am I hurt and pain? Or
I knew I was only gonna get like 2 pictures out of that. Alright, well, thank you guys for joining me on that trip. We finished Metal Gear Solid 2. It took a little bit longer just because we had a couple weeks of break in there, like 3 weeks of break in there, but thank you guys for joining me. Yeah, sorry for the last episodes, of course, like an hour total and like 10 minutes of it was like gameplay. But it's Metal Gear Solid, what do you expect, dog? It only gets worse. By the time you get to MGS4, like, we'll be sitting there for like straight up 40 minutes. Just
yesterday, my friend, I keep holding on till the end. Out of the darkness, there is no other way than the light leading to
there's the ending scene, just like in the last one, where it shows that Ocelot and the president, Solidus Snake, were in cahoots together already. Yoji Shikawa. And of course, all the other designers, like, again, these are not small games to be made. They take an army of very dedicated people. I don't remember if you can skip this and not miss the end scene, so that's why I don't want to miss it. So we'll keep talking about it. It's all good. Man. Oh, but yeah, it's like quite a trip. Like the game itself, this is definitely one of the trippiest ones. Like maybe one of the most meta ones. That's like very self-aware of like what it is. When you get into MGS3, like it really plays up the Cold War backdrop a lot. Like it really plays into that scene, because that's what it is. Meme, Gene, and Scene are the original ones. What is it, like Meme? I always forget the last ones. I always remember the first three. It's like Meme, Gene, Scene, something, Peace. He said what it was, and I always forget it. I always forget the last one. Sense, peace, race, that's what it is. Yeah, sense, peace, race, revenge.
A kiss from you to me. I fall to my knees. I cry and I cry. Love, do not
sense, peace, I have a weird thing about MGS5. I didn't really care if I was one of the Metal Gear fans. Like, I played it, like, did not 100% it. I just didn't bother to go back, like, even really try to finish it. Whereas, like, these other games, I went through, especially 3, like, ad nauseum. And MGS4 went through to try to find different secrets and unlock them and everything. Just replaying favorite moments in MGS5, I couldn't get myself to like even really get through it the first time. Like it's like, yeah, I don't know. It wasn't quite the same. It lost a lot of its camp, kind of, for me.
Joyfulness I'm looking for way back in yesterday.
But yeah, so we'll see how long these go on. Like this jazz music he has at the end. Them horns though. This cough still, man. The cats aren't even hanging out by their camera. They'll sleep in the kitchen. I don't know if it's cooler there. Oh, excuse me. Skateboarding unit. I forgot about that mode. Ah, yes. Poster models. What's the matter, baby? Oh, here we go. Tokyo Maru. Oh, that's a name I haven't heard from since I played a lot of Airsoft back in high school. This will be the end now. Let's see. There we go. Now the end scene. Doing end credit scenes before Marvel was around. Where is it? There we go.
Life isn't just about passing on your genes. We can leave behind much more than just DNA. Through speech, music, literature, and movies, what we've seen, heard, felt, anger, joy, and sorrow. These are the things I will pass on. That's what I live for.
Foreshadowing much?
We need to pass the torch and let our children read our messy and sad history by its light. We have all the magic of the digital age to do that with. The human race will probably come to an end sometime, and new species may rule over this planet. Earth may not be forever, but we still have the responsibility to leave what traces of life we can.
How poetic.
Building the future and keeping the past alive are one and the same thing.
There it is. And then...
Snake, you there? It's me. I've finished going over that disc.
Did you find the Patriots list?
Of course. It contains the personal data of 12 people. There was a name on it. Snake, it was one of our biggest contributors.
What's going on around here?
I don't know.
Anyway, where are they?
Well, we were right about them being on Manhattan, but...
But what?
They're already dead. All 12 of them.
When did it happen?
Well, about 100 years ago.
What the hell?
Let's see here. Oh no, it still said I killed 8 people? Shit, it was the dang guards with the samurai sword, I bet, wasn't it? So I didn't get shit. I didn't get anything then, I know it. Oh no. Ugh. Shit. Nope, damn it. I thought I didn't kill anybody with the samurai sword. Shit, I knew I shouldn't have stabbed. Boo. Oh, I was so careful not to stab people too. Fuck. Well, there you go, guys. That is Metal Gear Solid 2 for us. So, yeah. Thank you guys for joining. I guess next week we'll go ahead and start MGS3. Why won't we? So, yeah. I'll see you guys then. Until then, thank you guys for joining in. We will try to get back on this regularly, but again, just things have been real crazy the past month or so. But yeah. See you guys later. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you guys. I'll be on tomorrow at least. So we'll see if Yulia can too, but she's still pretty busy. So, all right, everyone. Bye, everyone. See you guys later.